So in the last video, you would have seen that we picked up the car from the MOT, Steph tried to drive it home and it went into limp mode.
It says performance restricted.
She's just flashed for me to pull over. Well, this is immediately after that.
Can you drive this home? I don't want to do this hill in it.
Okay then, yep, let's switch cars. Let's drive it and see what happens. And we've got to figure out what is wrong with this car. We're stuck at 20 miles an hour. Steph's 100% right. Yeah, this isn't good. Okay, I need to find somewhere I can pull over and then take it back to the unit. Hopefully it's just a key thing, like the smart key thing. But if it isn't the smart key, it could end up being something far worse. Let's get it into the unit, figure out what's going on. So, how on earth did we end up in this situation? Right. A few weeks ago, we agreed to ditch our financed cars in search of a couple of bargains. Steph had 5 requirements, and whilst there might be an asterisk by one of them, I think we've nailed the brief. But there was one bonus requirement that I didn't include in the video because I hoped that that was a bridge we'd never have to cross.
And one, if it breaks, you can fix. If it breaks, you can fix.
When these cars work, there's truly nothing like it. But on the other side of the coin, when they don't work, fixing them can be complex for even the most well-trained mechanics, which I'm definitely not. Well, that's interesting. It looks as though this has already been off before, and oil. And I wish that I could say that's where the oil ended. Right, whack some gloves on, get it done. But unfortunately, it isn't. Plug in the trusty D5. Never let me down. It's picked up that it's a Land Rover automatic scan. Powertrain control module fault. Parking brake control module fault. This is the one I'm worried about. Turbocharger boost pressure low. Manifold absolute pressure mass or volume airflow correlation. Invalid data from ABS control module, so I'm not so worried about that. Intermittent turbocharged boost pressure. Let's find out what that is. P1247. Signifies the turbocharger boost pressure is low. Your engine control module has detected that the turbo isn't generating the required air pressure, dropping the vehicle into restricted performance. Makes sense. To resolve this, a technician or experienced DIYer should check the following areas in order of likelihood. Okay, so it could be a split intake on the manifolds, so plastic manifolds. Could be a split turbo hose. Could be the secondary turbo actuator, or it could be the map sensor. Right, first stop. Manifold absolute pressure, map sensor. I reckon what's happening is it doesn't know how much pressure is being generated, so it doesn't want to over-pressurize or under-pressurize, and so it goes into limp mode, so it doesn't over or under pressure. So if we sort the map sensor, we should sort the issue. Should be a quick and easy fix. Why do I say these things? So let's dive in. This is like unbelievable, never touched. That's the best condition car I think I've ever seen. It's time to switch to a white glove. So where is oil? Is this oil? No, brake fluid. What about down here? Maybe, but not really. What about there? Ha. So the oil is that. Yeah, and it's just got through here. That's all that's happened. We have got, there's a lot of oil on the top of here. We're just trying to figure out where it's coming from and why. In there. All that, but what is that? If I pull this out a bit of oil, something looks like it's snapped, or one of these foam pieces anyway looks like it's... What's that screw doing there? Oh wow, how did I not see that before? There's a flipping screw in the end of the pipe. Well, that's not going to be helping anything, is it? Why have they done that, I wonder? The rest of the engine is absolutely spotless. This is into territory now that I did not expect to get into. Right, why would you screw in into an oil pipe? Let me know in the comments. I've got no clue.
Uncovering a car's history after you've bought it is not fun. And that's why today's sponsor is Car Vertical.
If you remember from the last 2 videos, we bought this car as a stolen recovered and used Car Vertical to be absolutely sure about what this car's history was. It's had a really good MOT history, it's only had a few owners from new, it has been in a crash but it was repaired, and there's no outstanding finance or mileage discrepancies.
If the MOT had showed excessive rust, I'd have avoided this car like the plague.
It must be coming from that open pipe. But what is that pipe attached to? That's gonna have to be something I'm looking up. But anyway, onto the actual thing. The thing is, we are losing boost from somewhere.
But as the Car Vertical report shows, this car's clearly been looked after.
Yeah, that filter looks brand new, which means someone's been here before. Oh, that means the problem is elsewhere, doesn't it? I use Car Vertical to check out every single car that I buy, and a lot of the ones that I look at and then decide not to buy. And so do all my friends. And when they go to do a Car Vertical check, they make sure they use discount code BEAR, which is 20% off every single check you do, or up to 50% off a bundle of 3. Make sure you use the discount code on screen now, or click the link in the description below to make sure you leave no mystery unsolved for every single car that you go to buy.
And in the meantime,
bit of a development. So this piece here is the oil breather feed or return pipe. This is fine on the other side of the engine, and this is what we're missing. All we've got is this part here. What that looks like on the actual car is the top of the oil separator there. I've just gone to have a look what it looks like on the other side, and as I grabbed it to have a look what it looks like, this piece snapped off in my hand. It's literally just a piece of super brittle, well, look. As you can see, it just literally snaps. So actually what we need is a whole new one of these. The question is, would that being disconnected mean that oil was spilling out on this side? Oh man, this is proper mechanic level stuff. But we're narrowing down on what the problem is. So this guy says, in the first models, the pipe in the photo was connected to both inlet manifolds and then the breather in the centre. However, at some point they blocked off the ports on the manifolds instead. So you had a small blanking cap fitted. Kind of what he's done with the screw, although the screw's not the right way to do it. Man, this is getting deep now. Right, with all that, I'm going to turn the engine on, pass it on.
Switch on the engine, pass it on. Shall I turn the engine on? Yeah.
And see as it gets up to temperature if we get anything leaking out of these places before we start.
I decided to do a bit of cleaning.
Yeah, so this, it's fairly localised to like here.
And it's a good job I did.
Oh my god, that pipe was silver, not black. Oh yeah. That's it, it's cracked. I can see it. The manifold's cracked. See that? There, one big old crack. That's well cracked. And it looks like someone's tried to either plastic weld it back together or something, but look. It's like weeping out. Makes so much sense. So it'll have just been under pressure and then absolutely blowing out of here. So all I need to do is replace the manifold. Let's see how much a manifold is. Disco 4 inlet manifold. Replacement cost. Doesn't need to be genuine. In fact, if anything, the genuine ones have proved themselves to be worse. £60 to £230 per manifold, but 8 to 15 hours of labour. What? We best crack on.
So I'm going to head to my local parts place in the hope that they can get this manifold in for me, ideally next day.
Is it like a genuine one you want?
No. 2029146. Yeah, it's perfect. Right, very helpful. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. £70 coming tomorrow. Let's get back to the unit and start stripping apart the original manifold. I've read online and watched a couple of YouTube videos of how to do it, and everyone says it's a nightmare. The plan is to get everything that we can done now, remove the inlet manifold and leave it overnight covered up, and then come back, fit the new inlet manifold, put the coolant back in because you have to drain the coolant to do it all, and then it should run. Should be absolutely no problem. Should be. So let's crack on. Start by draining the coolant.
First, we've got to drain the coolant. And it looks pretty fresh. which is nice to see. Next, there is a lot that needs to come off this engine before the manifolds become accessible. So I've split it into 4 main groups: the air intakes, the fuel rail, the injectors, and finally the manifold itself. Starting with the air intakes.
There's definitely oil inside there. Could this have all come from the manifold being cracked?
Things have started well. I'm taking out some clips, removing the feed pipe, removing loads of brackets, and of course, this happened more than once.
Yes!
But with each little win, we're getting one step closer to getting this manifold off and driving the car properly for the first time. With all the air stuff out of the way, it's time to move on to the fuel rail, which is a 17mm if I remember rightly. Crack the nuts and do the rest by hand. Then there's some plugs,
We've got a little tip on them that apparently the top pops up.
which came off pretty easily, and that's another job done. Next, we're going to disconnect these 3 coolant hoses to gain access to even more bolts. And that's when my friend Matthew turned up on his way home from work to see how things were going. And I'm so glad he did, because he then went home, changed into his scruffs, and came back to help me with the rest of the job. And the timing couldn't have been better, because this is exactly where the job gets difficult.
In order to get to fuel rail bolts, which are there and there, we're having to remove whatever this is.
And that's just the start.
So this should be the fuel rail coming out. Nope.
On the back.
That one's off and out.
That's the back one.
There we go. Fuel rail out.
Now we can carefully remove the injectors.
This has had new injectors recently. Le sac magique.
And undo all of the bolts that hold this manifold onto the head.
Never selling this car.
There is so much to take off that if I showed it in this video, it would be 2 hours long. But after a lot of perseverance, taking it in turns, and working late into the night, we finally got to what we thought was the last bolt.
The last bolt, I think. This is where we find out there's 18 more around the back.
Right, there's one more. Sorry.
I know.
There.
I know there is.
So you just got to get in there with it.
Oh yeah, just get in there with it.
Yeah. What's up here? Are you alive?
Did you crack that? You did with the spanner, didn't
I
you?
got it with the ring spanner.
Right, this is the last bolt.
This was the last bolt, and it was getting late, and this was my last camera battery. And I'm so sorry to say, it died. But the manifold came off, and thankfully my phone camera had 3% battery left.
We've just finished for the night. It's like 1:30 in the morning, but Matthew's just left. There he is. What a guy. Honestly, I could not have done any of this without him. So, big thanks to Matthew. And then this is what we're left with. I'm gonna go get some rest and come back at it tomorrow morning. See you then. So it's the next day and I've had a bit of a sleep and a bit of a wash of my face. And unfortunately the part was supposed to arrive at 10:30 this morning, but it's not. It's gonna arrive at 3:30. So in the meantime, it's time to clean up all the stuff that came out that's absolutely caked in oil. And it also gives us a great opportunity to clean up all of the head for when we put the next gasket on top. Let's go. That's the one. I think it is time to put the cap back on, close the bleed screws, and start the engine. I'm nervous.
about this, I won't lie. One of two things could be about to happen. Either this is going to start first time and no issues, and then we can bleed the coolant through, or I haven't put this back together properly and there's going to be an issue. Let's give it a go. I don't want to do it. Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Go on. Yes! Yes! It's on! We've got a warning light, we'll check that in a minute. But oh, stop. I guess that means it worked. How long would it run for before it exploded? If it was going to explode. And then, just as I'd finished bleeding the coolant through, Matthew showed up on his way home from work to check that everything had gone smoothly. And while he's here, let's fix that final part of the puzzle. So we've got, after clearing all the faults, one thing: fuel temperature sensor. That must mean that I've just forgotten to plug something in or damaged the sensor on the way out.
What's there?
What is?
Come on, look from here.
Oh yeah,
It's not plugged into something.
not plugged that in, haven't I? The last thing. Yep, there we go. Brilliant.
Well, you've not driven it yet.
I've not driven it yet.
You've not driven it yet.
I've not driven it yet. But the test drive would have to wait until after my weekly five-a-side game, and I just could not wait to get back and give it a quick test drive before Steph drives it tomorrow morning. No problems yet. I don't want to speak too soon, but we did not make it this far last time. Oh, it is pacey. But after a quick blast up the hill, there was one small issue. Oh dear. Oh, that is a lot of smoke. Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the unit because that is way too much smoke to be comfortable with. And on the way back, I remembered something that might be causing it. It might just be coolant evaporating off a radiator or something, because I spilled a load of coolant over there. What? If we get under here and have a look, you can see it there. All there. There's so much of it. Oh, it's even down there, look. This is entirely my fault. That makes sense because it's all coming from down there. That's exactly where the exhaust is, and it's all just burning off there. It smells like coolant as well. It doesn't smell like anything bad. So the new plan is sleep on it, let all this coolant dry out, let Steph drive it for the first time, and hopefully now this car will be ready for the road and ready for the next problem to turn up, no doubt. But I will see you in the morning, which for me is tomorrow, but for you is right now. And I'm joined by Steph. And that means we're going to take the Land Rover out for its first spin, fault-free. Before we set off, the first thing you need is the key. And the second thing, because you are definitely going to lose that key, is this, which has been sent by Orbit Key for you. Genuine Napa leather.
Oh, it feels really nice.
It's like proper shoe shop leather. And then look how neat that is.
Smart that is.
And the good news is, for everyone at home, they were going to send one, but I asked for two, because I'm going to be giving this brand new one away to someone who follows the channel, and I'm going to tell you how to do that in a little bit. So make sure you watch till the end of the video to get your hands on this for free.
Now can I get in my car?
Let's go. Give it some beans when you come this straight. Come on, give it some beans. isn't beans.
That is beans.
That is not beans.
That is beans.
I told you it's got beans.
It has got beans.
We've not gone into limp mode either.
Not into limp mode. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We saw before.
What's that?
I think that's Matthew's 8mm socket that's just fallen out. He will be pleased. But after all that, I think it's safe to say the disco is alive. This car cost us £3,000 because we did things the slightly unconventional way. Taking a risk, buying a stolen recovered car from Copart, and then discovering it had a cracked manifold. Yeah, it smokes a little bit, but the satisfaction of knowing that you've done something yourself that a year ago I never thought I'd be able to do, well, that's what it's all about. Well, I think, actually, this is the way to end the video.
Yes.
Because the car works.
Yes.
It smokes a bit,
That's
but
alright.
it works.
Yeah.
All that's left to do is take it on an adventure.
Yes. To the beach.
To the beach.
Yeah. It's got
Okay.
sand though, doesn't it?
Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure you click that like button and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Slap the camera. But don't forget the giveaway. As I said earlier, this is just genuinely a nice way for me to be able to give back to all of you who've supported this channel either since day one or since today. There's over 10,000, nearly 11,000 of us in the YouTube channel at the moment, which is amazing. It's way more than I ever expected to be. And so to give back, there's a few giveaways that I've planned over the next coming weeks, and they're all going to be done through the Instagram. All you need to do is follow the Instagram and like that post, and I will pick one of the random people, will be pulled out of a hat. I'll contact you and then we'll send you this absolutely for free. It doesn't cost anything to enter. It's not really a competition for legal reasons. It's more of just like a giveaway of this from Orbit Key. I've very much considered keeping one of these for myself, but the support for the channel has been overwhelming, so I wanted to give something back, and what better to give back than a really great product that you can use for your car keys yourself.
Get in, loser. We need to go and get some diesel.